bringing to you an unboxing. You guys know I don't do that many unboxings at Wireless. I decided not to, but too excited to not videotape this. Too awesome. You guys know about the size of this box. You guys can already probably guess what it is. Let's just cut right into it and figure it out. I'm really excited for this because, as you guys know, I switched over from a PC to a Mac a little while ago in order to do, a lot of the video editing that I like to do and a lot of those things. So, switched over. Had the MacBook Pro. I purchased that. You guys can check my channel for the other videos. I'll probably put the link, I don't know, somewhere up here maybe. Shot those for a while. Used it. Was pretty happy with it. But decided, let's bump it up a notch, right? So I decided to pick this up because of the refresh. You guys see that label. It's probably upside down, but you guys can read upside down, can't you? I picked up the 27-inch, brand new mid-2010 refresh of the iMac. This is ridiculously huge. Let's see if it's going to come out of this box properly, or if I'm going to have to sing like a monstrosity. Jesus, look at this thing. Thought there'd be an easier way to take this out, but about the only way I can do it is this. Whoa. All right. There it is, guys. You see it. 27-inch iMac. I picked up, the specs for it is, I got the top of the line, pretty much everything. It's the Core i7 quad-core, 2.93 gigahertz, 256 gigs of internal solid-state drive memory, and a 2 terabyte secondary hard drive. I got the, what else was it? 4 gigs of RAM, because I'll be upgrading that outside of, Apple's own internal upgrade policy, because it is cheaper, in this case, to get it done outside of Apple's internal website. Not much to the inside of this box, as you can see. Designed by Apple and Cupertino. Obviously, it's a wireless keyboard and the disc that goes along with it. Not much in here. You guys pretty much know what's going to be in here. It's standard operating system disc, etc. We got massive styrofoam blocks to keep the Mac from being stable. Shipping, when they ship this thing, it's a beast, that's for sure. And we're just going to take this out, you know what? Face it this way so you guys can see. This thing's huge. There we go, guys, look at that. Whoa, yeah. Oh. I'm going to move this box. There's nothing much left in the box other than the power cord, the desiccant pack, which, do you guys really need to see the desiccant pack? I'm just kidding. Put these back into the box. Move this aside. There is the 27-inch iMac. I'm trying to figure out if I can have anything that's in view that I can show you the relative size differences, but there really isn't. Let's look. I do have this Microsoft wireless keyboard. Look at that. And it is like 3 of these things. It's huge. Weighs about 30 pounds. I'll be setting this up later today. In a separate video, I'll be shooting essentially the memory install, and you know, we can go from there. But there's the unboxing, guys, of the 27-inch iMac. Not really much to the case. Apple keeps it nice and simple. I'll talk to you guys real soon with the follow-up on the memory install. I'll do some benchmarks with Cinebench, etc. on this, compared with my MacBook Pro, and you guys can see what the differences are. See if you guys think the more power is needed for the desktop versus a laptop. And I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace. What's up, guys? It's Will from 𝗨𝗃𝗵 bringing to you the second part to my iMac desktop adventure, and that'll be upgrading of the RAM modules on the actual desktop. So what I went ahead and did was I got the baseline model for memory components, but I upgraded everything else. And then I went to 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗇𝗏.com. The link will be on the bottom. I'll put it in the down bar, as well as, you know, I'll put a link on there. And got 4 additional memory modules. Let's see if you can see that. From 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃, 16 gigs. I'll be upgrading this iMac to. And this portion of the video will be essentially installing the RAM modules into the iMac desktop. I placed it on my desk, or part of my L desk, laying on top of a tablecloth, and then I left, as you can see, I put this back on top of it so I wouldn't scratch the screen, just in case. And all you really need to do is, we'll unscrew these. Make sure you have the correct size modules. You're just going to unscrew it. I went ahead and decided to upgrade this memory aftermarket and not with Apple, only because they were going to charge, I think, $1,200 to upgrade it to 16 gigs of RAM, whereas I can get this done aftermarket from 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃 for I think I only paid $500, $550 for the RAM. But all you really need to do is, you see these tabs? They essentially come in and you kind of pull on it to eject the existing memory modules, right? See, so there's one, and this one is 2. So you see there and there, see the memory modules, right? Just yank them out. You find your components from, you know, your memory modules you get from Crucial or wherever, but I picked mine up at 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃, but this will be the install forum. Just kind of slot it in, and then all you really need to do is just push it in. Oop. It's a little bit harder to push in than I expected. Let's try it with the other side. Let's see if this, I think I'm putting it in the correct method. Whoa. Alright, that's a little bit more difficult than I expected. Alright guys, sorry about that momentary pause. I lost it. I just had an issue trying to install the memory on the bottom. Trying to be delicate and everything. Honestly, you just need to kind of brute force it. When I slid it, you saw earlier when I slid the memory slot in, I tried pushing it back into the slot, it wouldn't go in, and you know, I was pushing it fairly hard and it still wasn't going in. What you really need to do is really put some elbow grease in it, make sure it's completely aligned up, right? And honestly, you just need to hold the other end of the monitor and then just take your thumb and just push it as hard as you can, and you'll just hear it slot in, right? The two tabs that I use to eject the memory modules, you just slide it back in between, and then now we're just going to take the covering for the bottom, just put it back like so, try to line it up, take your screwdriver and screw it back in. Just make sure you don't over tighten it, you really don't need to. Just tighten it just like so. Push this back into this side. Hold it under. And you're good to go. It's installed. And once you boot it up, I'll have another segment. We'll cut to that real quick in a bit. Catch you guys real soon. What's up, guys? It's Will from TechBeat TV. This is the third segment to my iMac 27-inch mid-2010 refresh upgrade saga, right? This is the new desktop that I purchased. This is the iMac 27-inch. In the previous segment, you saw me install the RAM. Everything's working out fantastically. 2.93 GHz Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM are registered. I picked it up at MacSales.com. I'll keep a link in the bottom bar when I finish and upload this video. Multitasking is a breeze on this thing, so let me just start up real quick. This is the Cinebench scores. I ran it. It's registered as a Core i7 870 CPU, 4 cores, 8 threads, 2.93 GHz, running with the 64-bit OS. Obviously, it's no Leopard, and I do have the 5750 1 gig video graphics card. And ran the scores. It went great. It didn't chug at all. I mean, there was no lag whatsoever. I did get the upgrade as well with the SSD, 256 gigs of RAM for the solid state drive, as well as a 2 terabyte secondary drive. Now you just saw it. I just clicked iMovie refresh and it loaded almost instantaneously. In comparison, my MacBook Pro that was top of the line didn't start up this quickly. Obviously, that you see that quad-core CPU and that extra RAM is really helping out, and that extra speed is really helping out, right? I went from 2.66 dual-core to a 2.93 GHz quad-core, right? But I'll be editing this video. Everything works out great, as you guys can see. If you have any questions or comments about my experience with my iMac 27, which I'll give you guys constant updates later on as I use this more and more. You know, let me know. Again, please subscribe, please comment, thumbs up this video. Again, guys, it really helps. And keep an eye out for more videos coming up, and some software that I'll be showing you guys as well, some app reviews, and more case reviews, of course. So again, you know, please subscribe, comment, rate, thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys real soon with another review. Peace.